go and do your challenge rift. So technically that would be part of our timing as well, but we're just going to time it based on having already done those things. Just read a few more messages, because once I get started I won't be able to read too many messages. Also, by the way, did you guys notice that today is May 15th, 2019, which means it's the 7-year anniversary of Diablo 3 releasing. It's pretty crazy, it's been 7 freaking years, dude. Pretty nuts. Alright, so let's start. So in the start, see if I remember all this, to be honest. To start, you go and grab your follower. Whoops. We're gonna treat it as if it's a brand new character. So hire a Templar. Grab this from the Scoundrel. Set that up. Did we get Zoltan Cool in our game? Nope. So we'll go ahead and leave. Basically, we just want Zoltan Cool for a nice, really easy boss to kill at the beginning, get some experience and some items. Nope. So we'll cycle this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I feel like there's a point where, like, if it's taking too long, you should just, like, kill something else, like Skeleton King or whatever. But you just want him to be the bounty so that you can get the bounty cash from him. Belial. Timing it? Nice. There's a timer in the bottom right as well, too. What do you recommend to craft with the Crusader? Probably flails? Belial, come on. Probably flails, because there's so many strong ones. I would say like one-handed flails could be pretty good. I don't know though. I haven't thought about it too much since I won't be doing Crusader. But like, imagine if you get Magda could be good. If you get the Johanna's one for Blessed Shield, and then you use your blood shards to gamble the Blessed Hammer sword or shield as well. What did I just say? Flail. There we go, guys. Ultimate cool. If you get the flail for Blessed Hammer and then you get the shield for Blessed Hammer, that could be like an amazing Crusader start. But I don't know, there might be better options too. It's hard to say. Hey, what's up, Mikey? Alright, so we kill off Zoltan Cool here. Try to stay close to when this guy dies for the level up. Explosion. Hopefully not die. Oh man, Zoltan Cool went all the way over here! Oh my gosh. I don't even think we hit him with the level up there either, annoyingly. Oh well. Alright, looks like we got a bow. And then we go to Act 1, Halls of Agony. Dude, what is going on with this music today? I should have picked something a little more reliable. Oh, I forgot. I would have gambled my blood shards too. Actually, I guess I'll make this the one where I save it though. I'll save the blood shards and gamble at 30. See if we get the rapid fire one. So we'll simulate that. Here I want to get to like level 10-ish or so I just have some levels and some early skills and whatnot. Going for the cube right away could be kind of dangerous because the Ruins of Sescheron is kind of a dangerous zone. So I would like to level up here first, I think, even still. Come on. Ah, drop the Massacre. Oh wait, no, we still got it, nice. Oh, I forgot I'm still on Master, shit. Usually I drop it to hard. Oh, alright. Let's be a little careful. Hopefully nothing one-shots us. Basically, we just want to make sure we don't come across an elite. If we do, we have to maneuver way away from them. This could be a new strat though, if I can survive. If I can get to level 10. Nice little Massacre. Sweet. No, I need more stuff to kill. Oh, I hear a goblin. I saw a dude too. Saw an elite. So I just want to go this way. Does OBS have a timer in it? No, I'm using a timer that's external to Streamlabs OBS. I'm just capturing it. Although there probably is some sort of like thing you can use to get a timer. I just haven't looked into it. I've gotten hit by anything in a while. I'm kind of nervous. I just want to like know if damage is going to actually do damage. I think it helps that we got a nice weapon. I would normally hit that cursed chest, but that's going to spawn a bunch of the thralls, and they're pretty scary. It is kind of tough to string massacres together for Demon Hunter until you get Vault to kind of help out with movement. Is there anything in this room? Oh, there is. I hit something. There you go. Sorry about the music. I'll have to just revert to a normal Spotify playlist. I don't know why it's not auto-playing. Normally it does. So focused right now. I'm focused now. Level 7. Still looking pretty good. Careful here a little bit. Alright, I took some damage there, it's fine. Stuff is taking a little longer to kill than I like right now though. I think once we kill all this stuff off, then we'll go ahead and drop it. Oh, Jester with the resub. Thanks, man.
Actually hyped a bit for D3. Is this real life?
Nice, dude. It's 15 months. Appreciate that. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think beginning a season is always pretty hyped for a lot of people. It's not uncommon to be excited. Yeah, this is... Oh, shit. This is taking way too long now. And getting a little dangerous. Alright, potions down. Oh, there's a health globe there too. Oh my god, dude, die! 8 years! Yeah, this can't be worth it at this point. Oh shit, I actually didn't really mean to take that health globe. Lord have mercy. Hopefully we get like level 8.5-ish or so, maybe? 8 plus after this massacre. Oh my god. Okay, let's, music. 8 something. Okay. Alright, let's go to hard. Switching Yeah, I haven't cubed anything yet. I'm getting some levels first before I go to Ruins of Session. Just so I have some extra power on my side. Particularly getting Vault will be nice too. It's a big zone at times. So basically just want to get like level 10 here. And then go Ruins Session. And then ideally, the way that it should ideally work is we'll get, damn it, almost was able to keep that going. Ideally, how it would work is we'd get Lord Greenstone's Fin, and then we unlock Fan and Knives at level 13, and then we should be off to the races from there. So like getting the cube before you have this skill available to you, won't really matter. But since you do get Impale early, it could be nice to go for it ASAP. And try to get because if you do end up with Carly's Point, then at least your Impales could have been stronger earlier on. I just don't know how good that's gonna be though, to be honest. I feel like if you get Impale, if you get Carly's Point, it's kind of a miss. Like it'll help for sure against like bossing and stuff, but otherwise it's not gonna help you like really clear AOE faster, which is what you really want, and which is where Fan of Knives is gonna do so much work. Like here we would round all this up, do one Fan of Knives, all these guys would be gone. So sweet. This is why we're testing, because you never know. Some things might end up performing better than you would expect. Let's do that real quick. Actually, I need something else to hit. Okay, there we go. I think we probably still have one going. Holy Point shot, yeah, for sure. You can, and that's another thing too. If you do end up with the Carly's Point, then going for a Holy Point shot could be good. And that would mean you would just hold off on using your blood shards until level 31. That's when Holy Point shot becomes available. But you're also contending with, I think, another 4 or 5 quivers, so it's like 25-20% chance to get it. Which even then it might not be that bad, because you could just end up with rapid fire one anyways. And then maybe just have rapid fire and impale together or something, I don't know.
Oh my god.
God,
Oh my god.
yo.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sub coming in. Who do we get? Name's Sean. Wow, I can read. Yo, Sean, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate that. You are officially a legend in Leviathan's lair. Show some love in the chat. Much love to you. Alright, now we're just looking for potentially some good rings and amulets, hopefully. So what am I doing? Walking slowly. Just looking for average damage. Not finding it though, that's kind of unlucky. This whole run feels a little unlucky at the moment, but it's fine. Wow, I didn't get anything. Yikes, I think I'll reset the game. So I grab the, if I can, hopefully grab some rings and then go to, Jeebus. Go to, whatchamacallit, Ruins of Secheron. Next up. Dang, dude. There's nothing at these vendors. It's dry. Oh, Act 5. If I don't get it here, then I guess we'll just go. This will be an unlucky start. Oh, here we go. At least we got an amulet. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright. Fine. Thanks for a refresher on seasonal seasonal leveling. Are you going to be trying long rapid fire build this season? Probably not, because I'm going to be doing solo self-found, which is going to be a lot harder to gear up a long build. But I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for the pieces, and if I end up getting it, maybe I'll try it. But it's not like it's not my goal going in by any means. I'll likely just be doing any Greater Rift pushing on Shadow Impale. My bread and butter. Still gonna kill stuff along the way here just to get the experience. Kinda wish I had bolas. I think I get those at like 11-ish. I just don't want to get too overwhelmed and then die. That could suck. So I say you gotta be careful when you come to Secheron because there's just a lot of stuff here. Could be slightly bad for your health. Even wondering if it might be worth it just to be on normal to get through this section. That might be a little too conservative though. Oh, we got a nice little master bonus going right now though. That's good. This might be one of those where like it's a slow start, but then it like gets some good momentum when we start cruising. Oh, look at that pool of reflection! There's level 11. That should be bolas, right? Yes. Okay, that's good. Gives us a nice AoE as soon as we clear these guys out. Alright, let's make the switch. Got it. Oh yeah, we got a rune for rapid fire too. So here I can actually do a little bit of kind of bringing these guys together some. Let's see, if I was the way down, I might be this way? Pretty much just like round things up with Bola and then kill them off, finish them off with rapid fire. Coming? Oh. I thought the waves would stop after you fail. And maybe it is worthwhile then. I mean, not for You can't keep the massacres going, but you do at least just get some nice concentrated experience. And we should get some items out of the chest. It's kind of nice at this moment. Get this guy. Oh shoot, dang it, got an elite. Alright, I'm gonna try and clean this a little and then just skip forward. Oh, we're almost there. Alright, so there, technically now we have our cube. Let's go ahead and craft. We'd level up Haydrig, which obviously it already will be since we're non-seasonal right now. Let's, ooh, this is an upgrade real quick. And then blah, blah, blah. We'll craft one dagger. Take it to our cube. Cross our fingers. Oh, we got it. Wow, it's ancient too. Damn, son. So then obviously we'd cube that, right? So let's just throw it in here. So now we have that power. And then we go ahead, Lord Greenstone's fan, where is it? Right there. Now we go back to leveling. Here, let's go. Rift. I'm gonna rift until like 20 and then go do Act 1 bounties. See if we can get some plans. So we should hit 14 here in a moment. There we go. Now we have Fan of Knives. And now we should just destroy everything. Oh, I have Chakram too. I forgot about that. Oh, actually, shoot. At some point I should have switched to Chakram. That was a mistake I made as well. That was my bad. It's way better. And prep. And a couple of things. Ooh, I had Volatile. I think I was probably in the middle of some... Oh my gosh, dude. I was probably in the middle of some massacres when I got those skills. So yeah, this is now going to take off. Like, whoa. We just pretty much put ourselves in the middle of stuff and hit Fan of Knives. So this should get good. I think eventually, once we unlock the rune to take the cooldown away and just have it cause hatred, then we just go with that one. That way we can... Because we don't really care about it stacking up, you know. At this power level... should kill most things pretty easily, so all we really want is just access to it more often. Oh my gosh, dude, this is gonna be the best. That is like, you have to cross your fingers and hope you get this dagger, dude. Oh, it's gonna be insane. Like, as long as you can survive, I guess, you know what? If you are gonna go the route of hoping to get this, then I think you just spend your blood shards and you gamble bracers and you just try to get Wraps of Clarity. Because as long as you have the defense to be able to stand in the middle of everything, you should be able to then take this up higher with like more reliable defense. And then you'll have the power output for it as well too. Let's one-shot this goblin. Oh, it didn't one-shot. All right, not quite that crazy, but still pretty darn good. I should have gotten a few more stacks maybe. Got him that time though. That's nuts, dude. Did the dagger get buffed? No. Not more than it's already been buffed. It's just that now in the Challenge Rift cache, we get more Death's Breaths than we used to. You get 35, so you can cube something early on. You can craft an item early on from rare to legendary, and then cube that as an early power. So for Demon Hunters in particular, we have 2 daggers that can be the outcome for cubing legendary. You'll either get Lord Greenstone's Fan, or you'll get Carly's Point. And as you can see, if you get Lord Greenstone's Fan, it's super juicy. You just have a one-shot button, basically. I think if you're playing softcore, you can be super aggressive. Go right to higher difficulties if you do get it. Hardcore, you still want to be a little careful because you still have to worry about surviving. Got him. One-shot macro. How many you get from bounty caches? Not sure. I'm going to do a bounty cache in a moment though, once I hit level 20 so we can check. Yeah, seems pretty good. Gonna have to rewatch, feel like you missed all the important bits. Well, it's nothing too different from normal leveling. The only differences are going to get the cube earlier than you might normally. And then whatever class you're playing, knowing what you want to cube as a power and hopefully getting it. But yeah, the VOD should be good because I think all the music, oh man, I hit that. Oh, actually we still got him though. VOD should be good because I don't think any of it will get muted with the music that we've been playing. It's nothing like too revolutionary. There's also the leveling guide too. You can always do exclamation leveling and check out the leveling guide that I created. Still has a lot of pertinent information that's helpful from the 1 to 70 process. The only adaptation is just the fact that you do get more DBs out of your challenge rift cache now, and so that makes potentially cubing something really good for your class, or good for your leveling depending on your class, and depending on if you get lucky. Shall we happen to this time? It's a video, and there's a like cheat sheet that's in the video description. It's an image with all the little tips that you can utilize. Let's get that. Yo, Trouble coming in with the 14 months of subbing. Thanks, man.
Hola, good sir. How goes it?
Goes well, man. It goes well. We're doing some leveling testing. Demon Hunter at the moment. We just managed to get a Lord Greenstone's fan, which is amazing for early leveling, because it just makes your fan of knives a one-shot button. So we're just destroying everything right now. Feels pretty good, man. Thanks again for the continued support. Appreciate that. Oh, I missed one. You son of a gun. Stand here. Got it. Yeah, I usually use, well, I have like extensive notes that I use for leveling, but the cheat sheet can be handy on like leveling night when obviously you're not going to want to be watching a video, but having the image there as a little cheat sheet help you remember what to do while you're under pressure. Under pressure. Oh, nice. All right, let's see if we can one-shot the Guardian. I'm actually going to let the stacks build up a little bit. Just kill some other stuff along the way. I'll wait for the 30 stacks. Oh, yeah, there's an elite too. We can get that at the same time. Oh, shield pylon's gone. All right, let's get him. Okay. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Hit button, destroy everything on screen. Feels good, man. No problem. G to the G. Alright, got a couple upgrades. Oh, bow. Yikes, dude. Big upgrades. Okay. We're level 17. Let's go ahead and check runes real quick. Nothing there. Action shot. Oh, okay. Cool. So probably one more rift and then bounties. I think you're gonna start Crusader this season since you like Invokers. Yeah, dude, Invokers is legit. It's kind of a slept-on set. I think it's really good. It can be a little slow to start just because it is like a little more what's the word I'm looking for? A little more single target oriented, but it's still really good though. And it's very safe as well too, which is really nice if you're looking for a safe build to start with. Super safe. So I need some gems. Oh, we got Twin Chakram. Actually, that's worth stepping out of battle for. That's a really nice DPS upgrade. Alright. So now while we're in between our fans of knives, got some nice Twin Chakram on our side. There's a goblin. Let's one-shot that. Oh, this is gonna be too much fun, dude. Oh, I really hope I hit friggin' Fan of Knives on opening night. Oh man, that's legit, dude. Feels so good. Got him. Ooh, another helm. Oh, nice. So upgraded Leoric's crown. Actually, what's the percent that I got on this one? Let's double check. I never looked. 94. Not bad. So hopefully this one is better or similar. Still have updated stats. Ooh, look at this. Full reflection. And a dead elite. Yeah, dude. This is gonna be nuts. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. I think the next test will have to be Carly's point, though. Let's see, like, how bad will it feel if you don't hit Lord Greenstone's fan and you get Carly's instead? Because I'm thinking, like, shooting for the moon would basically just be, you know, save your, or use your DBs, craft the dagger, hopefully get Lord Greenstone's fan, cube that power, and I would, early on, go for the bracers, get Raps of Clarity, then you have a big damage reduction, then you can like go up in difficulty, have some nice damage reduction, have some nice damage output. I feel like both of those will carry you quite far. You'll like be fine in Master and probably like T1 or whatever early on anyways. This is gonna get really good once we get the rune that takes away the cooldown. So we'll just have it on command. I think that's not until the 30s though, but it's fine for now since Twin Chakram still does work in between time in the meantime. Man, what we need next is to campaign them to put like a damage multiplier on Seething Spines of Hatred, so that if you get that quiver, then that'll just be super GG for leveling. Because then you could stick with Chakram, all of them will be free, and they'll be super juiced up. I feel like that would be like the ultimate leveling. And then you could still go for Lord Greenstone's fan too, and then have like your one shot for single target, and then really good AoE along the way as well. That'd be the bee's knees. Then Demon Hunter would actually have some really strong leveling. But I do feel like this helps us quite a bit now. I also do want to test rapid fire as well. These guys are kind of spread out. Let's see if we can make it work. Only got 2. This guy will chase us though. He's dead. The bee's knees. Nice. Thought I missed him again. Get him that time though. I used it a little prematurely here. Alright, level 20, so yeah, once this rift is done, we'll go and do some bounties. Hopefully we'll be about 23 when we finish, and that way, if we do get canes, we can wear it right away. Let's see what we do for damage-wise, like, right when it's coming off cooldown. Last time I waited for the stacks to build up a little bit. Got him. Nice. We didn't have to wait. Ooh, we got a ruby, too. Excellent. We did get that, new Lyrics crown, so we'll go ahead and ID that. Bump it up to master, probably, honestly. It's the safety concerns with hardcore. Since Demon Hunters don't get their 85%, whatever. Since Demon Hunters don't get their cheat death until like 66, like way later, it does make me a little nervous. Like, I have to make sure I actually craft like realistic gems along the way. Let's see, any upgrades? Something for you. Tend to be a pretty cautious hardcore player, but it is possible. It could be worthwhile to bump it. Oh, let's check runes real quick. Vig. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a companion. And then move. Get a nice. What do we want? Slow? Not sure. Alright, so then we go and do some some Act 1 bounties. Love a Chakram build that could go high. Oh man, I think a lot of people would enjoy that. I think Chakram is like one of the more beloved Demon Hunter skills, but it's like its only purpose is really just leveling, and that's it. It doesn't have much in the way outside of once you're done with your 1 through 70. And now it's like getting its territory stepped on even more. Although we have some actual decent leveling items. Jar of Souls. Feels bad, man. The Rift Guardian has exploded instantly. Indeed, dude. It'd be nice if you could get enough DBs from the bounty to upgrade another item, and then you get a second chance at the weapon if you don't get it. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we'll have to pay attention. So you would end up with, because you have to use 1 to upgrade your blacksmith. That leaves you at 34. You'd have to use 25 to craft one, so then you're at 9. So you would need at least 16 more to do a second one. Actually, no, but then you would need however many you need to actually extract the power too. Which is what, 5? So you'd have to get 21 from bounties. From a bounty cache. That seems a bit optimistic. So you may only get one shot at it. Check for more rings. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, the guys will have reset by now. Probably could check for that. I should have done that before I started the bounties. Because that would, even though our damage is pretty good now, but it still would be nice to have the extra average damage there for the rings. I don't even have any rings in slots yet. I usually don't miss on those, so I'm like in uncharted territory for me leveling. I usually get pretty lucky in the axe to get average damage rings somewhere. There we go, is that one done? Just make sure we can actually TP out of here. Wife plays Chakram as long as possible because she enjoys it so much. Yeah, dude, such a sick skill. So good. Ooh, there's a ring, speaking of. Probably not any good, but something to fill the slot. Usually I'll go up to this zone to finish the rest of this. Alright, we got level 23, so that's good. Pinpoint accuracy. Not the cooldown one, but that'll at least give us more deeps on our... Because that's exactly what we need, more damage on our Fan of Nuts. I think if I can find a method that gets me sub 3 hours for the leveling, I'd be happy. For solo DH. I plan to practice today and tomorrow, so I have a few hours worth of some attempts. Figure out what we end up liking the most. So I won't do any practice runs on Friday. Friday will just be like getting the apartment cleaned up and food ready and all that stuff. And sleeping, of course. Preparing to stay up forever. Okay, there's that one. So our preparation grind will be today and tomorrow. Oh, Farico, what's up, man? And Dr. Dingus, what's going on? Back for season 17, yes indeed. Gonna be going super ham on season 17. Some solo self-found. Super excited. Oh, I should have saved the fan of knives for this guy. So juicy. I probably could have even done this sooner. Rather than do that last rift, I probably could have just gone for the bounties. So we are getting pretty good experience. And then I would have probably been close to 23 or so when I was done. So maybe that's something to do a little earlier. I want to be able to wear it as soon as possible if we get it. Oh, I guess technically I already have the recipe too in non-seasonal, so I guess we can simulate like we got lucky with it, and then I can craft it. I just realized I won't actually get any recipes out of it. I'll just pretend we had good RNG for that. Yeah, I forgot. I need to kill everything here, don't I? Can't skip. Give me all these. Probably some upgrades in there somewhere. Hopefully, anyways. So one thing that sucks about bounties early is no discipline. Okay. And one more queen area and ugh, sucky boss to get. 24-hour hype, oh my god, yeah, dude. I'm really looking forward to actually getting a big ol' opening weekend again. So much fun. Where just like, especially when like the sleep comes for you, because there will be time where the sleep is like right there. Usually those hours like when it's nighttime and the sun's not back out yet is when it gets real rough. But once the sun comes back up, then it can usually be pretty solid to survive. And it's really like the last like 6 hours or so that can be kind of tough. I missed one. Follow me. I just lost them altogether, whatever. At least now with these bounties being the way they are, with the arrows popping up sooner than they usually do, that helps a lot. We know exactly where to go. Oh, that's a quiver. I don't think I have a... Oh, I do have a quiver already. I was gonna say, I don't think I had a quiver yet. Haha, nice try. Alright, I'll leave that elite because I just want to save my fan of knives for the boss. So I can hopefully give her the one shot. Give her the old 1-2. Oh, so close. Damn. Alright, I didn't check how many stacks I had, but I think for her we're going to want 30 stacks because being able to avoid this phase would be great. We took her down to like 10% left. Yeah, so I think like if we do get her, we'll just keep the stacks through the whole zone maybe. Nice. Completely full. Bell upgrade. This weapon probably ends up being better with yep. The ruby socketed. Oh, actually I probably should check the blue items too. Yep. Could be some upgrades there. Even better. Shield for the follower, sure. Well, this one actually has strength. This one doesn't. There we go. Okay, get rid of all this stuff. So like I said, pretend that we did... Oh, actually I didn't even grab the thing yet. Oh yeah, so let's see. How many DBs do we get out of this? Oh, you don't get any. Oh, right, because we're not 60 plus yet. That makes sense. So no DBs. Alright, so yeah, you get one shot then. You get one opportunity to craft. Alright, so let's pretend we got lucky. We'll craft canes. I'll craft canes, but not borns, and that way we can kind of like split the difference. I want gloves. Gloves, pants, boots. So yeah, one shot. One shot to get Lord Greenstone's fin. nice fat level reduction somewhere in the high 20s or the perfect 30. And then use that right away. Traditionally in groups when I've gotten that, we've gone up to like Torment 1 at least. Oh, Goblin. Scold. This guy's kind of dangerous. This is a hot zone. And thanks for all the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Lyra, W Lyra, appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. And Mike69er. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday so far. Is sub notification broken? It shouldn't be. I know sometimes if you like resub with Prime or if you sub with Prime, sometimes the notification doesn't pop up. But I'm not seeing anything on my recent events as to whether there are any subs. Currently. You might need to, if you did try to sub with Prime or something, it didn't give you like the chance to share your notification, you might need to refresh the stream or wait a little bit and sometimes it like catches up. I don't know. Mine does that sometimes too. Whenever I try to sub to people with Prime, like I just don't get the chance to send a notification. It's weird. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Yeah, I usually go with a one-handed mace when I do my weapons for the level reduction. Because you're correct. On any of the class ones, you'll have extra things in the pool, like, you know, max fury or max discipline, etc., etc. So if you use a non-class specific weapon, it's a lot better. So it allows you a better opportunity to hit level reduction. Less things in the pool. Same to be said for life per hit and life after kill. Life after kill is a secondary, but if you have life on hit, then you can't roll life after kill. So ideally, your best weapon would be one that has life per hit as a primary, and then some sort of CC as a secondary. And then that way, it super limits the results you can get when you use the Ancient, the Mystic. It gives you the best possible opportunity to hit level reduction. Ooh, speed power. I love speed. upgrade, but we don't want to switch away from our Leorics. Just realize I can upgrade this too. A little fast and loose with the gold, but we would still have enough gold to do all the crafting that we want for the level 40 stuff. Alright, let's check skills real quick. Let's do an action shot. Got bat, which is good. Pinpoint accuracy. What would we want here? Maybe hot pursuit for more movement speed. Oh, numbing traps could be good though. Okay, and then gambling. So right now we would have like probably close to 500 blood shards if we did a few rifts. So we just slowly gamble quivers. Oh, we got Fletchers. That's one of the two. You either get Fletchers or you get Sin Seekers. Shit, I forgot how many blood shards I had. Oh shoot. Alright, if we had 475, that's what, 4, which is 16, 19 opportunities. We have 3, 7, 10, 14, so 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn it! We got 2. Neither of the one that we would want. That's a bummer. Alright, so we'll just take that for a DPS upgrade. And keep going. At some point we'll just like do a fake sim where we pretend we would have gotten the rapid fire one. I guess for now we're just going fully on the Fan of Knives dream. Fan of Knives chakram leveling. – 71 minutes, almost at 40. I think it will probably like 2 rifts away from 40. We used DB's level 1 upgrade? Yeah, I already did. I simulated an upgrade and I got Lord Greenstone's fan, so that's the only thing we have in our cube right now. That's why our Fan of Knives is hitting like a truck at the moment. It's kind of funny. We actually do decent enough damage with chakram on like blue packs. We can kill them with just chakram spam. And then when we come to yellow, we can just use it on the yellow. Pretty nice synergy. Just feel like rapid fire would have been nice because it would have given us, you know, basically a replacement spender. But I guess the nice thing about chakra let's see. Do you use Impale if you get the dagger? Yeah, you would just use whichever skill, whichever dagger you get, you just use the skill that it supports. So if you end up with Carly's Point, then you'd go Impale. If you end up with Lord Greenstone's Fan, then you're going Fan and Ice. As far as Impale, I'd probably try to use both. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure because I'm not, you know, I don't know how good the power of Impale is when it's still a single target thing, you know? Like, it might be still worthwhile to keep Chakram on your bar and just use Impale to kill elites really quickly. Use Chakram for the trash. I think if you end up with Carly's Point, though, you save your blood shards and you gamble at level 31 to try to get a Holy Point shot. Because if you get a Holy Point shot, then you're really in business. Because your Impales are stronger and you get a little bit of essentially AoE to them. So that would be the ideal scenario for that setup. But like we were saying before, once you go to level 31 and you're gambling, the pool opens up a bit on Quiver, so I think you end up, there's like 5 potential outcomes, 5 or 4. So it might be a little harder to hit a Holy Point shot. Just got back from deployment, haven't been able to watch any Twitch in like a year. How does DH look for Season 17? Well, welcome back from deployment, thanks for your service. DH is looking pretty good. I mean, it's not super different than it has been in the past. I don't know the last time you played or anything like that. But only thing that DH will have that's a little different in the next season is the long rapid fire builds. And it looks pretty comparable to all their other setups. So, you know, between N6, M4, which probably will still be the best one, Impale, multi-shot, and then long rapid fire, I think they'll like all potentially get to somewhere in like the mid 120s. So it depends on how you want to go with it, I guess. If you look for something completely different, might be nice to build a little long rapid fire while you can for the lawn season. If you get the items to support it. Dude, I hate this map so much. Marauder set with rapid fire could be a beast. That'd be interesting. I didn't really see anyone messing with that. Could be cool. Have all your turrets shoot out rapid fire. Be interesting if anyone ends up trying it. I imagine the most popular rapid fire builds will either be just long rapid fire or Natalia's rapid fire. Since Nats is still just like really good general damage set, and you can incorporate Traveler's Pledge in there for the Endless Walk setup. Isn't N6 M4 weaker now compared to the other sets without Ring of Royal Grandeur buff? It's not as strong as it was in the last season, but it's still very strong. Because even prior to the Ring of Royal Grandeur season, it was one of the top ways that people were getting their clears. Like if you look at season 15 results, almost all the top clears are N6 M4. So it's still one of the best Demon Hunter setups. I think also primarily because it's like, it's one of those setups that doesn't require a ton of like crazy gear in Paragon to be really good too. Like it does pretty well on, you know, weak Paragon, solid gear but not crazy gear. Whereas like multi-shot, for instance, you'd need some, ooh, conduit. You need some pretty darn good gear, pretty darn good Paragon, and that's when multi-shot really starts to shine as far as pushing goes. 37, yeah, we're probably gonna need one more rift to get to 40. Probably need about like 5 stacks at most to kill any elite, and probably like 1 to 2 stacks for just big groups of trash. Crits depending too, of course. Some nice big crits, makes life even easier. Spamming Rift's good for leveling. Yep, it's pretty much the traditional way to level. One of the simplest ways to do it. If you need some leveling tips and things like that, I would definitely do exclamation leveling. I have a video where I break down a lot of different ways to level and strats I use, all that types of stuff. A lot of good things in there. But most typical way for leveling is through rifts, because that way you get like gear, you get decent experience, etc., etc. If you wanted to go like for super peak experience, there's like some really crazy ways, like Torment 6 Halls of Agony runs, where you like bring all the enemies to the blades and they chop them up and kill them for you. That can be kind of crazy though, because you're trying to not die and it's T6. There's a lot of potential to die. That's when I feel like you have to practice it a lot if you're planning to go that method. For solo, I mean, there's even like group massacre strats, there's solo massacre strats, there's tons of different ways to do it. So the most like simplistic, kind of like, you know, in PoE they just say like Alk and Go. I would say like the Alk and Go strat for 1 to 70 is just getting into rifts and just running them as fast as you can. That's like the most simplest way. Mindless, not too much planning. I need one more elite. World elite. Huh, actually at this point it might be worthwhile to take prep punishment just to get more hatred coming in. Let's spam the Phantom Knives a little bit more. But maybe not though, because maybe the better ways to just group up stuff more. We should get hatred back while we're grouping stuff out. Let's see, I'll wait for 10 stacks. Ah, need it a little bit more. Got it. Ooh, look at that, perfect. Level 40. Alright. Now this part's a little hard for me to simulate because I have so many resources. I forget exactly what the limitation would be on how many times you can craft and reroll and stuff based on your gold and your mats. So I'll try to be pretty limited with it. Just to... I feel like probably don't need the kilo. Just to make sure I don't like sim some crazy extravagant experience that is unrealistic. I would keep the Aquila to cube though. Let's see, and then we probably just throw some more emeralds in there. All right, let's do this. So I would do a one-handed mace. Hope for CC. Has life after kill, no CC. There we go. Oh, this one's a really nice candidate because it has life per hit. And it has CC. So let me reroll this monster kills. Hope for level reduction. Oh, there's 5. 5. I think I would normally roll maybe about like 6 to 7 times on one. Ooh, 11. 12. Oh, why is it going up so slowly? Maybe like 2 more. 23. Let's do 1 more. All right. And then that would be getting expensive. So at that point, I would craft another one. 23 is decent. Oh, this one's a good candidate too. And it has a socket. Oh, 28. Wow. I probably would actually just stop there. That's super good. So all we just need is to get to level... I'll hold this. I'll keep this with me. Throw that one in there just in case worst comes to worst. 48. 28 is really nice. We just have to get to 22 then, or 42. We're good to throw that sucker on. So I'm even craft a ruby for it too. Let's do 2. Damn it, come on. Why not a bow? Because bows can roll max discipline, and that adds another affix to the pool that you don't want. So you can limit the amount of potential results. That's what you ideally want. And since we're using skills that don't require a bow, it works really nicely in our favor. Because neither Chakram or Fan of Knives requires that you have a bow. So you can go with a regular weapon. Transmog it and you can't accidentally salvage it. I think if you roll it as well, then you can't accidentally salvage it either. I was just being like extra cautious. Oh, this is the wrong way. But actually transmogging it's not a bad idea because that is part of the seasonal journey. And since you're already there, that probably is a good adaptation to make. Just put the quick transmog on it. Not a bad idea, my friend. I want the amulet. Bring me the amulet. Oh, I did want to change my punishment rune. Yo, I got juked. Wait for a few more stacks. There we go. Oh, dang it. The yellow wasn't in here. What are you doing? Nice. Right, there's 41. So we'll wait till we hit 42. Probably finish the rift and then go bump it up. And we'll go T1. I am still worried about. I guess we'll see what the damage is like. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting that I have Bat. I have Bat Companion. I should have been using that for Hatred refill. How silly of me. For some reason I just kept thinking it was Wolf. I haven't hit it in a while. Just be a little more efficient that way. I think one thing I could have done is be a bit more aggressive when we first cubed the Fan of Knives stuff. I think we probably could have gone to at least Masters, so maybe I'll do that in another test run if I test this scenario again. And that could have gotten us up some levels a little faster. Also, I mean, there were a few mistakes or things I would have changed that I did anyways. Like staying on Master a little longer than I wanted to in the beginning. That's the dead end. Forget. I mean, I'll review this and make some mental note changes. But this wasn't like the cleanest run anyways. This is just kind of giving us a baseline anyways of exactly where we'll be at. If anything, all the different things that went right and wrong are kind of just averaging the run out. So that it's no like perfect circumstances and it's not like terrible circumstances. It's kind of like average. Still one-shotting bosses. So much work to do and you want to play. All work and no play makes Ashley a dull girl. Gotta get in there. But hey, I would say get all the work done while the season's not live so that when the season is live, you can go super ham on that. It's more important to not be busy when you can actually play the real thing, you know? Gotta keep those priorities in line. I feel like pretty much our skills are what we want them to be at this point. Could even take like Perfectionist or something. Like I'm being super scared. Just because we don't really need damage. It just sucks to play without a cheat death, dude. You get really scared of any like potential one-shots. Right now the damage that's coming in is not one-shot worthy. So standing in some of that stuff might be. Ooh, speed power. Come with me. Actually, the tester in me really wanted to stand in one of those Moltons just to see how bad it would have been. I guess it's pretty bad though. I want to finish this run. That's the most important thing. Just get a time on the board. Come with me. Ooh, good map. Ooh, another speed. Damn. We're blitzing through this one. Wasn't in the best spot there. Oh man, the trees! The hills are alive. So many trees. Dude, this experience is nuts. Zoomed up to 50. I'm telling you, if you had the bracers, Wraps of Clarity, you'd feel so safe because it's such a big reduction while you're leveling. Honestly, if I had the Wraps of Clarity, I probably would have gone to T2 and stayed there for as long as possible, then rolled it down to T1, stayed there for as long as possible. There's a really nice damage reduction earlier, especially if you're going to be using leveling gear, like if you're going to be experience gear like canes and stuff. drop along the way would be a Rhapsodic Clarity if you don't gamble one. I think the thing that would help me decide what I will do with my blood shards is actually giving a test to the Sin Seekers. Oh, okay, we're fine. Oh, we can take those explosions. That's good. Just to see if it does even feel good to level with Rapid Fire to begin with. Because if it doesn't, then I won't even care about Rapid Fire. Come here, Mr. Goblin. Make sure I didn't miss. I couldn't even see what was going on in the trees there. But the playstyle seems really good. Just going back to the bracers, because you are going to need to shoot off your generator to get some hatred back when you're using your Fan of Knives as your spender. So it should be up, and then you'll have that really nice layer of defense. Then you can just bolt right in, blow everything up, and move on. Feels good, man. But I think just with the power of the dagger, you really can spec pretty defensively. Ooh, that hurt a little bit. So like, you know, all your gems can be diamonds and stuff. And you're still not gimping your damage too much at that point. Ah, shoot. Why did I do that? Got it. I can maybe do one more on T1. I think it might be fine. Yeah, Ancients don't drop until you're level 70, that's correct. Ooh, look at that. Little upgrade for you, I guess, over the Thunder Fury. Oh, Thunder Fury is probably pretty nice, slowing stuff down. Oops. There is some fine line. Oh, I looked at all the stuff right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's do one more. Yeah, I guess that's technically true. You can upgrade into a legendary because you're upgrading a level 70 item. Like the upgrade that I did when I got my dagger, it was a ancient Lord Greenstone's fan. Which I guess is gonna feel really bad when you have to cube it. But as far as dropping ancients, you can't drop them until you're 70. But yes, you could potentially craft one. Not like that really matters because you wouldn't be able to wear it anyways. 55. Ooh, what's this? The Orc Signet? Because honestly, whatever gives me the most safety to stay on T1, I think I'm happy with that. Experience is still really nice. Probably something I could also consider would just be swapping out of Canes to stay in higher difficulty, if it feels like it's really sketchy. Right now, it actually doesn't feel that bad. Those could be famous last words, though. As soon as you start like, I feel like I'm pretty good, I'm invincible, that's when bad shit starts happening. Kind of depends on the mobs and elites that you come across, too. When you're one-shotting everything, ooh, and when you get a shield pylon, that makes life a little easier. Ooh, what's this ring? Should be able to get level 60 plus off this one. Ooh, pull a reflection. Wow, so many elites in here. This has been a juicy rift. I think I'm gonna go this way. 61. Mage Fist, can't do anything with those right now. Those would definitely be like a... Oh, actually, I think I want to go this way. Those would be like a save for later. Invoker. Dude, Invoker is not bad, man. Don't sleep on Invoker. I was just saying before, I think it's a pretty solid one. You know, it's not the flashiest, it's not the fastest, but it's really consistent, and it's like very sturdy. It's not hard to gear for either, which is like another big thing about it. Last time I needed about 20 stacks or so. Honestly, maybe I'll just let it get all 30. Can't remember the last time I fired a chakram. I just remembered that skill's on my bar. And whittle them down a little bit. Even all 30 didn't do it. That was probably because it didn't crit. Floor, but it's all good. Off to the jail, where maybe there will be more stuff to fight. Alright, just need to make it to level 66, and I'll feel really good. This run will be considered a success. Let's make it to 66. I can actually probably spec a little more offensively again. Probably switch back to bat at the very least. Which I probably could do it now that we dropped the difficulty. It's going to be a little more resource starved, so I'll be killing more often. Oh damn, wasn't able to get on the yellow at all. Oh, there's 2 of them. That's exciting. And frozen, gotta be careful. Got 1. Ooh, DBs. I guess that's another thing you could look out for, although it's a little late in the game, I guess. But I suppose you could always look out to see if you get enough DBs to upgrade again. to get like the last 3 levels of leveling or whatever faster. Although at that point, you might want to just save them and then try to like start working on your other things that you want to upgrade. Like one-handed crossbow for Dawn, or maybe a 2-handed, or maybe just a regular bow for a Yang's recurve or something. It actually might not be the worst though to still do another dagger, because if you end up with a Carly's Point or something, it could be one that you would wear once you get your 2 pieces of shadows. So she still wouldn't be a waste. Oh my gosh, dude, this rift. Straight booty. How many DBs getting bounties? You don't get any DBs since you don't get DBs until you're at level 61 plus. So unless you plan to do bounties at that point, then I think you'll get DBs out of it, but I wouldn't recommend doing bounties at that point. Probably just better to wait to 70. At least, oh wow, we got goblins. This is really bad when we're going Fan of Knives. We're not gonna kill any of these. Oh, this feels bad, man. This feels bad, man. If anything, this is like a trap. We should just make sure we don't die. Sadly, we gotta, oh shit, let those goblins go. Oh, vortex. Alright, the yellow's down. Yeah, we just don't do enough damage to him. Don't fall for the trap. Just keep going. In a group, could probably kill those, though, I would imagine. Victory. And definitely on a lower difficulty. Oh, that was the only one left. Huh. Give me. Yes, please. What's set to use on the DH this season? What builds? Depends on what you're doing. If you're doing like your regular Torment speed content, you'll likely be doing Unhallowed Essence multi-shot. For regular, or for greater rifts, like speed rifting and all that, probably still Shadows or multi-shot. Either would be good. Shadows is pretty nice for that though. And then for pushing, you still have a bunch of choices, and now you have the additional choice of long rapid fire as well. But you can go Shadow Impale, you can go multi-shot, you can go N6 and 4. So pretty much nothing has really changed as far as like your standard play. Multi-shot for all your speed stuff, bounties, speed rifts, speed greater rifts. Impale for that as well too. And then pushing, like I said, plenty of choices. Whatever your favorite push build is, just rock that. Other DB. Ooh, damage is definitely coming in. A little hot. Oh, we got 2 elites. do see Frozen in there. Being a little careful. Okay, Guardian's here too. Jesus, what is happening? This is actually insane. No, no, no! Oh no! Woo, the knock-up! Oh my god, dude. I have to watch my discipline in case I run out. What the fuck, dude? Level 66 cannot come soon enough. Okay, at least all the elites are gone now. Heavy breathing. I think I just need 15. Oh no, need a few more stats. Please just die, bro. Oh my god, finally. Woo. Sweating a little bit there. That'd have been a good time to have the heart rate monitor for sure. Oh nice, got a better ruby. Throw that in there. Prioritize the helm for the experience. Can upgrade some of these diamonds, which would be nice. Go some emeralds. Some emerald legacy. Could be time to ditch the canes. But since we just got some better gems, we'll try it. There's nothing. Yeah, I think at this point our build is set. No meta for new season yet? I don't think the meta is going to change that much if you're talking about like group stuff, because already in the meta for season 16 there were builds that were using long setups, so basically those builds just got, you know, however many % better since they don't have to use long rings anymore. So basically that stuff is going to stay the same. It was like, there was like a long wizard build, there was long necro. So it's just going to be more of that, but stronger than it previously was. Oh shoot, that was a lot of damage. Alright, yeah, I think we can, I think it's fine to just go ahead and drop this one down. I did not like how my health spiked there. Don't interrupt me. Nice, good job, Templar. We'll just drop it to hard at this point. And that means we can keep arcane stuff on. Just finish it out. Speed. Definitely would like to test a run with Raps of Clarity though. So I just feel like it would be really juicy. You just be able to stay at some of the higher difficulties much longer. But now we should be fine, safety-wise. Probably shift some of my passives and stuff around a little bit. I need more hatred, for instance. Try to get the bat back in here. Batman. Haven't been able to catch you for about a week. How did your LE run go last week? Oh, it went really well. Surprisingly. Like, I obviously didn't get to practice as much as I wanted to and stuff. But it turns out for a good majority of the race, we were actually in 3rd place. And then I ended up dying around, I think it was like level 54 or 53 or so. But I had no clue where I was in the standings. Otherwise, I probably would have played some safer strats and could have definitely not risked my character as much as I was at the time. I was in the arena at some decently high waves, and then one of the most like OP things in the game right now, the bears that can cast Avalanche, did indeed cast Avalanche right on top of my head, one-shot me. So that was a bit rough. And at the time too, I had been contemplating with myself if I should like leave the arena and go back to the monolith to try and get another key. But I ended up sticking in it because I figured, you know, everyone else probably was too. But if I just had a better sense of like exactly how well I was doing, I probably would have played it a little less risky. Because the biggest thing that ended up happening was that just a lot of people died right when they were getting to the mid 50s to low 60s. So the race ended up going on for quite some time because people just kept dropping as they got close. So like slow and steady would have won the race. But lessons learned for sure though. It was a really good experience. I'm glad that I did it. I felt it went really well. It went better than I ever expected it to, that's for sure. Definitely looking forward to the next one. And they said there will be more too, so that's pretty exciting. More opportunities to race. Especially as the beta gets updated and changes come up and stuff. Have to keep in touch with it. Hey, Shmu's here. What's up, man? How's it going? How you doing today? There's a goblin somewhere. It's just gems. It sounds honestly not even worth focusing on at this point. Just want to keep getting real experience. Although I guess maybe killing that could have been worthwhile because could have gotten some more higher gems. But we're getting them anyways. I thought about it. Some more. Either way. Ah, missed that guy. Ooh, what's the quiver? Bombardier's rucksack. Too bad it wasn't a Marauder set for the start. Actually, would have been a pretty nice quiver to have leading into getting to 70. What am I doing? Practicing leveling 1 to 70. As the title says, practicing leveling DH for the start of the season. Some new strats. Proving to be very strong. DH leveling not so bad now. Assuming the RNG is on your side anyways. All the enemies. Let's go next floor, I guess. The meteor bears, man. The meteor bears are real, dude. It's the highest level that you went to while leveling to 70 so far? Torment 1. When I got my level reduction weapon. I managed to get a level 28 reduction, and so once I hit level 42, I finished the riff I was doing on hard, and then I went up to Torment 1. You could probably even be a bit more aggressive too, right at that level, and go like to T2 maybe, depending on how comfortable you feel, I guess. And I guess depending on if you're wearing a lot of leveling gear or not. Ooh, frozen. Woo! Fancy feet! Oh, actually, one of those doesn't hit too hard. That's good to know. As I failed to dodge that one. Fancy feet! Stone Singer, huh? I'm just gonna get full 30. Okay. Got him. I wonder if I needed all 30. Hey, what's up, Grev? How's it going? Mainly using Bola now for damage? No. Bola is to regenerate my hatred. Fan of Knives is my damage. Because we went for the Kanai's Cube early, and then we upgraded a dagger since you'll have enough Death's Breaths out of the Challenge with Cash to be able to do so. And we were able to get the Lord Greenstone's fan. We cubed that, so that means your Fan of Knives is going to carry you through the early leveling quite heavily. What is it right now? Oh, it is fire. So that's kind of been the strat thus far. It'd be nice if I could get another ruby so I could get one for my weapon. I actually realized though I should be throwing out chakrams a little bit more. Like obviously I don't want it to compete with my hatred too much, but they still do decent damage. Still do some nice damage. Man, this elite kind of sucks. All spread out. Alright, 66. Our favorite level. Because we get our cheat death. Which I can't equip right now. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay. I should change some other things around. Everything else actually fine. Takes so long to get there for Demon Hunter, but once you get there, you feel much better about life. Quite literally. Oh wow, this guy wasn't getting hit by any of those. Jeez. Damn, I was kind of hoping that the bee would come down this way. Stop being a douche. Uh-oh. What's the ring? I can't tell. Oh, ooh, oh, dang, that would be something else too. Actually, when can Elusive Ring drop? I mean, not that that's anything you can really count on, but that would be huge. That would be a really nice pickup. Dang, imagine if you get an Elusive Ring early and a friggin' Wraps of Clarity. Dude, you could do like, you could stay on super high. Only thing that would limit you at that point would just be the defense. I mean, the offense. You'd have to, once it's slowed down on killing, you'd have to drop it, but you would not want for defense at all in that instance. 2 big damage reductions like that? Super juicy. Stone Singer again, huh? Spell the stacks. Try a 20 stack. Ah, almost. Definitely don't need 30. Don't interrupt. Of course you did. Sons of bitches. Oh my god, dude, never getting out of here. Okay, how about now? Get a Elusive Ring at 60, so it's a bit of a later level one. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got the Bombardier's Rucksack, but I never even looked at it as something to equip. I should realize that would have been good stats. I was just like, well, I don't have any Sentry, so who cares? Slight belt upgrade. Let's see. So we're at 67. Maybe one more, and then try to finish it with Massacres. I feel like it's a tough one to do Massacres with, though. Ooh, there's a Ruby. Finally. Shielding. Oh, there's a yellow here too. Nice. Nice little sniperino. Oh my, really, dude? How does this keep happening? Of course, when we can't kill them, that's when we get all the goblin packs. This game, dude, I swear. Wow, there is a lot going on. Let's be turn. First little combo would be getting feared into some frozen. I think we got all the elites though. Oh, no, one more. Actually, another one. The anti-streamer buff. Something like that. I want to build up some stacks and go kill him. I feel like it's pretty much a waste of time though, but whatever. They are not going to die. Look at all these juicy goblins. Feels bad, man. It's a total waste of time. Just gotta leave them be. You can't spawn the Guardian though. So this Greater Rift will get us 68. We're pretty much at the level when we got in, so pretty much like 2 more rifts. I guess we could. Oh, hello. Oh, it's good to know that doesn't hurt us too much. Probably just do 2 more rifts to get to 70 then. I'm gonna wait for 25. Dude, that was Stone Singer 3 times in a row. By the way. Yeah. Go figure, huh? Heart of Iron. Streamer debuff, right? What is this? Yeah, I usually level in rifts, mainly because Demon Hunter doesn't feel great for leveling with massacre bonuses, but it's certainly worth trying. It's one of those things I feel like if you're practiced in it, and you have a good method for it, it'll certainly be potentially more effective. But if you just want to go like tried and true and be able to like have a bunch of resources as well when you get to 70, then doing rifts is fine as well. Depends on like exactly how fast you want to be to 70 and with what resources. Because obviously some methods will be faster, but they might come at the cost of having, you know, resources when you hit 70, etc., etc. Some might be safer. I think it just depends on what your goal is, what your aims are. But I usually go for rifts. It usually works out decently well. I was saying my goal for this was to hopefully come in under 3 hours, and it looks like we will be hitting that. So I'm pretty happy so far. Just spamming it since he got the channeling power. Jeez. Do you have an idea which class will have the fastest T16 farm build for solo play? I've been hearing people saying the Lawn Necro is going to be pretty nice for that, like the Singularity Mages, because you basically just teleport around the map super fast, and your skeletal mages kill everything for you. I imagine also UE multi-shot will be fine. Pretty much anything that's like a standard T13 farming build now will likely be fine too. You might have to drop some utility stuff. if it needs more power, but I mean, as long as you eventually get that power back from like augments or more Paragon or whatever, then you could probably still run all the speed stuff to make it super fast and still clear the content nice and quickly. I'm not sure what's the absolute fastest though, but pretty much any speed build that was good previously should be good on T16 as well. Because it's not like they were capped for damage at all, obviously. At some point you have enough damage, so then you're just trying to find as much speed to go in as possible. And if at any point that you are trying to farm a higher torment and it feels like it's going slowly, then it might just be that you have to dodge some of the stuff you use to be speedier, to put more deeps back in, and then eventually, once everything aligns, once you've got some good gear under you, Paragon augments, etc., then you should be good to go. More DBs. Nice, I was hoping we got that other one. Little shield. If your goal is DH to 70 ASAP, what do you recommend? I mean, you could do what I'm doing. Which is just leveling up in the rifts. Like the timer on the screen is the time that we've been at level 1, moving up to 70, so if that feels like a good enough time for you, then you could just do this. Pretty much just start out the season, make your seasonal character, do the challenge rift, use those materials to level up your blacksmith, craft a rare to a legendary. In the case of Demon Hunter, I'd go for daggers. Either way, you'll end up with Carly's Point or Lord Greenstone's Fan. Hopefully it's Lord Greenstone's Fan, because this is definitely seeming to be a really nice option without much work to make it really good. And then you go for your cube the power, and you don't have to do that right away since you don't get Fan of Knives right away. You do get Impale right away, so if you do end up with Carly's Point, then maybe you could go and do it right away. But then cube that power, and then pretty much just use that skill, get you up to 40. Then try to craft a level reduction weapon, level 70 level reduction weapon, and hopefully you can use that somewhere near the low 40s. And then as you feel comfortable and as your damage goes up and down, you can increase difficulty, so you're getting more experience per minute, hour, however you like to measure it. And that's pretty much all there is to it. If you need additional like details and like cheat sheets and stuff, I've created a guide. You can do exclamation leveling, check that out. There's a video, and there's also a little cheat sheet image in the video description. So feel free to reference that. I think I'll go on 25 stacks again. Ah, not quite. Good enough though. So we're at 68 and a little to 69. Alright, let's try some Massacre and just see what it feels like. If it ends up being good, then I could potentially adopt it earlier or even mess with it some more. Oh shoot, I forgot. I think I actually had a ruby last time. Could I put that in earlier? Let's go Phil's Misery. I think the thing that'll stop us the most will just be potentially running out of discipline. This does seem pretty clean, actually. 69. Yeah, might have to, oops, dropped it. Might have to mess with more of this then. Try some master bonus leveling. I've just never been a big fan of it, so it's never been a method that I've experimented with too much. There have been times where I've done my last bit of leveling with some Massacre. Although, to be honest, it's kind of nice to end getting to 70 in a Rift, because then you can get a key right away, which is nice. But since you'll likely end up needing to do Torment 4 Rift to unlock your GR20 anyways, you're probably not too worried about an extra key from finishing a Rift on hard. I need mobs! Damn it. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Sometimes there's just nothing there. And that's the reason why DH Massacre bonus leveling can be kind of rough, because unlike being able to like just leave a dot out there and, you know, always have that active combat, your damage is kind of, when it's out, and when it's not, it's not. So if you end up with some gaps, it can be tough to keep the Massacre going. And that can definitely happen in here sometimes. Give me some mobs. Ooh, yes. Nice. Kept it going. Nice thing with this one too is usually it would have to ignore elites, but you can actually still kill elites. Get this set up. No, what? I hit that mob, dude. Oh, that sucks. Dropped it. Out of stuff. It did seem quick though. This has some legs on it. Maybe actually no, it could be good. Maybe after something to think about would be maybe once the rifts start getting kind of tough when we're up in difficulty, could be worthwhile to come and do like a quick round of Massacre bonuses. The only things that should really hurt here are the spear chucking dudes. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to keep that one going. So maybe right around like when we hit 61-ish or so in the rifts, and just finish it out doing massacres. Could be interesting for a strat. Dang. Alright, let's go to Hall's Agony real quick to finish it up. Could use turrets for the damage when moving to find more packs. I'm not sure if they, we can experiment, especially since I'm not really using Chakram. I'm not sure that their combat actually keeps your Massacre going. I feel like I tested that one time and it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Could try it though. I guess if they get a kill, then it... yeah, see, notice that they're hitting oh! Whenever they get a kill, it's working. Okay, and I mean, they are killing. Then that might be the strat right there, dude. That might be the strat. It looks like when they're hitting stuff, it's not refreshing it like you're in combat, but when they get a kill, it does At least give you a little bit more time on the counter. So you can kind of just... Oh, there we go, 70. What's the time? 2:45. Not bad. We could definitely make that faster, too. Not too shabby.